Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being with me in this live section again. So, like I told you guys, today is the Nnamdi Kanu's ninth day to trial. So, this is just his ninth day to trial until June 13th, because you guys know he's going to go to court on June. So, this is just the ninth day before his trial. So many people have been saying we have to like agitate for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We have to keep making sure that the whole world hears us that we want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu released, that he is not a criminal, so we want him released. So this is just like this is the ninth day now. So on June 13th, he will appear in court. So we've actually started agitating for his freedom, thereby saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be released. He's not a criminal. And even the judge self is not tired of what is going on, because the judge is not tired of the prosecution people. They have not been able to bring out evidence saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is involved with terrorism. There have not been any evidence. Even the judge is tired. The judge is tired of the prosecution team, because they have not been able to release enough evidence to show that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was involved in a terrorism. Because they said that he was involved in terrorism. So we've not seen any good evidence. So the judge is tired. That's why you saw that the last court that happened, the judge had to rule it in favor of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when he found out that the defense, when he found out that the DSS witnesses were lying against it, so they had to rule it. They had to rule it over, and it came in the favor of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu won the trial within trial cross-examination, because the judge have already found out that this thing that is going on, DSS witnesses are just lying about this innocent man, because he later watched the video evidence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that these DSS witnesses denied him access to a lawyer, denied him water, access to drink water, denied him access to medical health. So because of this, they had to watch the video, because the DSS witness said it was a lie. The judge had to go and watch the video and later confirm that DSS people were lying. And there was a time I remember where the judge was saying that he told the prosecution team, you guys need to be fast with bringing your witnesses, be fast so that we can close this case. That's what the judge said, because very soon that they will soon go on break, and you cannot leave a family man in detention for so long. And he was telling the DSS witnesses that you should be fast with the witnesses they are bringing, because they said they are still bringing more witnesses. So the judge was saying, bring your witnesses immediately so we can close this case. And they have already started seeing that everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said there is true. The judge has been in the favor of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has been standing with him throughout. And we thank God that the judge has started to understand that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is innocent. So this, I do look at people who have been charged with terrorism for a very long time, but they're not doing anything about it. They're not even saying anything about it. So guys, I want you guys to just listen to what this young man has to say about other people who have been charged with terrorism in Nigeria, but still they don't want to take those ones to court, or they don't even want to bring him to trial. So guys, take a look at this video and I'll be right back.
Today is the 9th day of the countdown leading to Nnamdi Kanu's court case, which will be on the 13th of June. As you are aware, yesterday being the 10th day of the countdown, we made certain demands demanding that he should be granted bail or sent to the appropriate institution. Well, today we are taking a step further, and this time we are demanding the complete and unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And we make this demand because we believe that Nnamdi Kanu is unjustly, and for obvious reasons clear for everybody to see, ethnically profiled and targeted. Perhaps if there were people who did not believe that the Igbos are unjustly and wrongly treated in the Nigerian state, Nnamdi Kanu's trial should be an eye-opener and a clear event to convince you otherwise. And if you're still doubting, I'm going to read out a list, comprehensive one, of people who are walking free in this country. And these people have threatened the Nigerian state. In fact, these people have committed more than enough to land them in prison, more than enough to land them in firing squad. I'm telling you the fact. But for one reason or the other, they are still walking free without handcuff. Walking free in this country. In fact, many of them, as you are aware, are even doing business with Nigeria. They are even doing contracts for Nigeria. Some of them are even in politics. Some of them are in institutions. They are smiling, moving up and down the country. They are free men. But one thing all of them have in common is that they are not Igbos. It's only an Igbo man who can do something in this country, and the security agencies and the federal government will tell you, don't worry, just take a bow and go. Don't worry. It was a mistake. We forgive you. Take a bow and go. But when an Igbo man does it, all hell will be let loose. Without taking your time, please like, share and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications. Very important. Watch this video to the end, because I'm going to be telling you the reasons why Nigerian government must release Nnamdi Kanu immediately. Look at this funny list I'm going to read out to you, and you will be shocked at the depth of ethnic bias, and tribalism when it comes to exerting justice, neutrality in this country. It is too much. I'll read. Okay. This is a list of people in Nigeria who have committed high-level treason and various crimes against the state, against the security agencies, against the Nigerian people, and yet are walking free. Number 1 on the list, Asari Dokubo. He is from the South, and his crime is treason. He was arrested for treason, insurrection, and threats to national security, as you are aware. Asari Dokubo, with his Niger Delta People's Volunteer Force in the early 2000s, wreaked havoc, kidnapped, killed security agencies, and destroyed Nigeria's pipelines and oil facilities. And he was arrested in 2005. He was released on bail 2007. And after that, he accepted amnesty 2009, and he remains active in politics. He remains active in politics. He is walking free. He is a free man. So now he has finished killing our army and our police and kidnapping oil, workers, and bombing everything, losing Nigeria, our commonwealth. That is committing treason. And all you can do is to bring him into politics and pamper him. Don't worry, you are okay. Yeah? Don't worry, you are okay. Carry on, my boy. Even giving him money, pay him salary every month after committing treason and crimes against the country. Let's go on. Asari Dokubo, number 1. Number 2, Bello Turuji. He's from Fulani. What is his crime? Banditry, mass killings, terrorism in Zamfara State and Sokoto State. He has been never apprehended or arrested, despite being on the terror watch list. He was in 2021 and 2022 unofficially pardoned. Let me tell you, at that time, he was unofficially pardoned during a negotiation that was trying to get peace efforts. I think it was Sheikh Gumi that was involved in that negotiation as at that time. Sheikh Gumi, that controversial sheikh. So as at 2021 and 22, that was under Buhari, he was pardoned. Check that out. You can imagine. You can imagine, for a whole criminal. And many believe that he was shielded from justice for tactical reasons. Protecting criminals. People who have unalived army, unalived police, executed them, send them down to the dungeons, send them to the early graves. Manhandled our young girls, abused them. Because he's from a certain tribe, he say, take a bow and go. Let's go on. Let's go on. Ali Ndume. You all know Senator Ali Ndume. He's from Northeast, he's from Kanuri. His crime, which we all remember, he had alleged ties with Boko Haram, allegedly named in a confession by a Boko Haram member. Remember Ali Ndume, when people were calling him Boko Haram sponsor, Boko Haram terrorist, Boko Haram sponsor, and he was arrested. But listen, He was granted bail and he continues in the Senate, eventually cleared by the court due to lack of direct evidence. Where is he from? Northeast. He still remains a powerful senator in Borno State. Where are all this evidence you people are getting for these people? Where are you people keeping them? Aside Okubo's own, where is it? Where is Alun Dube's evidence? Where is it? Because you arrested him with evidence, and so suddenly you let him to go. Where did you keep the evidence? Let's go on. Sunday Igboho, ethnic group, is from Yoruba. Crime committed, arms possession, incitement, secessionist threats, and Yoruba Nation campaign, threat to secede, which is also treason and terrorism. And on July 2021, he was arrested while fleeing to Benin Republic. He was fleeing Nigeria. He was released months later, 2023, following political negotiations and pressure from Yoruba elders. You remember the raid that happened in his house and how they found weapons and everything in the house, and how, the army came to his house and how he ran away, how he was imprisoned in Benin Republic. Suddenly, it was still the politicians that still fought for him to come back. And now he's walking free. He is walking free. The crime that these people I'm calling now, all of them one by one, what they committed and what they say Nnamdi Kanu committed, which one is bigger? Do they have any evidence for Nnamdi Kanu as at now? No. But these people, there is clear evidence to what they did, but they are walking free. Even bigger offenses. None of them committed petty crime. It is treason, it is terrorism, it is weapons, catch of weapons found in their houses, it is, intimidation, it is kidnapping, it is, whatever. But they are all walking free. Let's go on. We're not done yet. Ganiyu Adams. Where is he from? Southwest, Yoruba. What is his crime? Militant vigilantism, ethnic clashes, arms possession as an OPC member. You remember Ganiyu Adams, OPC, and the early 2000s, and how them and Obasanjo had issues. He was arrested many times in 2000s, released but never convicted, always due to public pressure and lack of formal charges. This man now, he became the Are Onakakanfo of the Yoruba race, which is the commander-in-chief of the Yoruba Armed Forces. This man, elevated after dragging Nigerian state, committing treason felony, found arming a group called OPC with weapons, disturbing Lagos, disturbing the Southwest, with armed group. The man now is walking free. In fact, he's even a title chief in Yoruba land. Are you seeing what we are?
So many people, you guys have listened to what he really talked about here, but that's the question we need to ask. We need to ask that, why is it that other people are not being charged for treason, like Sunday Igboho, and why is it that they have not charged them for treason? Because these people have committed many crimes, just like they said that they found Sunday Igboho with a gun during their own investigation. The way they were investigating Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they said they didn't see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with any gun, but they found Sunday Igboho with gun, and still that one is treason. They have not yet charged him for it, though. They're only talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They're not even talking about the people who have committed treason in Nigeria that they even caught them with. They're not talking about it. Even Asere Dukubo formed his own army, formed his own money, gave them weapons. They're not talking about that one, no. Just to show you what is really happening in Nigeria. So I don't know if I'll say this thing is just an ethnic bias, because why would they not keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? You guys didn't see. They're saying that he committed treason, but they didn't see him with gun. Let's see it's gone. Then the people who were even caught with gun, why is it that their own case is different? Why is it that that nobody's talking about their own case? They're walking freely in Nigeria, going up and down. Why? Nobody's talking about it. This is true what is really happening in Nigeria. They want to bring this man down, but we're going to see what is going to really happen in this man's Nnamdi Kanu's trial on June 13th. That's this June 13th. That's this May. This month 2025 June 13th, he will be in court again. Let us see what the judge have to say, because if they're talking about treason, many people have committed treason but they are kept aside. Nobody's talking about their case. They're walking free. Nigerian government is aware of it, but they're not saying anything about it. Then a man who was not found with gun, or will I say he didn't even commit any offense, he's not even a criminal, is someone that they say that he is, like, they charge him for treason. So bad. I told you that they try to look for everything to bring this young man down, but it's so surprising to them that they cannot bring him down. They cannot use what are they even going to use? Mazin Nandukala said that anything that wants to happen, let him happen. Just like he told Dele that I am not afraid of my life. All I want is freedom. That's what he told Dele. When Dele was asking him, are you not afraid of your life because of the way Mazin Nandukala was going through the whole thing? And he said, I'm not afraid. Guys, take a look at what Dele told Mazin Nandukala, what Mazin Nandukala replied him, and I'll be right back.
Are you not afraid for your life? And what happens?
I am dead already.
And at what happens if anything happens to you now? Do you have succession plans?
I am dead already. I was pouring some water, I do apologize. I am dead already. The only thing that can bring me back to life is Biafra. This life is meaningless without freedom, not just freedom. As I said before, I traveled to England to study for a reason and for a purpose. You cannot tell me that in England, they have gas piped all the way from the Scottish gas fields. There is 24 hours a day electricity. There is gas. If you're homeless or if you're unemployed, the government can give you what is called housing benefit. You can pay your rent and live in a decent home. They also give you money to feed as well. If I cannot do those things for my people, then my life is meaningless. So as I am right now, I'm already dead. I'm only waiting for Biafra to revive me and to resuscitate me. And I feel and I do pray that most other Africans should feel the way that I do. Because Africa is a failure because we fail to address the core and the key issues affecting our lives. We intend to change that. And by the grace of God Almighty in heaven, we shall be successful. My life doesn't matter anymore. What matters is Biafra. Everything else is irrelevant. And the zoo government, they know it. Everything is irrelevant. The only thing that matters to me, God is my witness, is Biafra, nothing more. I'm not doing anything. I don't have a car. I have nothing. The only promise I said to God is, give me Biafra, that's all. I don't want anything else. What am I doing with money? What am I doing with cars? I don't need them. The Biafra I do need.
What Martin Nnamdi Kanu said here is nothing but the truth. This man just spoke the truth. You guys heard what he said. That all he prays that is that God should give him Biafra. That he's not even concerned about his life. I told you guys that Martin Nnamdi Kanu is ready for anything. If anything should happen to him today, he's ready for it. He's ready for it. That's why he said, I don't want, you guys should give me Biafra. Even the way he calls now, he said Nigeria is a zoo country. Even the zoo president knows it. That he is not afraid, that what he wants is Biafra. And I think that's that they're still keeping him in continuous detention. Yes, it's because of this particular reason. They have found out that this man is not only just agitating for his family or himself, or he's not doing all these things because he wants money or car, but he's doing it because he has realized that Nigeria is in dungeon. And he wants to free Nigerians. And that is the reason why you see they're still holding him in continuous detention. Like Master Nnamdi Kanu will tell you that this country, this life does not make sense without freedom. Imagine when you're being a slave in your own father's house, you're being a slave in your own country. Does it make sense? You're in your own country, but you don't have freedom to do what you want to do. Does it make sense? Strangers will come from other communities to buy your brothers and sisters. Does it make sense? And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is saying that freedom, this life does not have meaning without freedom. That is what he said. So he said he's now afraid of his life because they asked him, "Are you not afraid of your life?" Because of the way he was going, and he said, "I'm not afraid. Anything that wants to happen, let it happen." Because he already knows that he's trying to call out these evil politicians. He's trying to bring them. He's trying to call out their evil activities that is going on, and that's the reason why they're still keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They don't want him. They don't want anything. They don't want him. They don't want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to cast their whereabouts, to cast all the evil things they are doing. Like, anytime I watch Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's broadcast, when he's calling out all these evil politicians on government, like Hopu Uzodinma, everything that Hopu Uzodinma has done, you'll be shocked. You'll be asking yourself, how did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu know? So they already know that this man has their whole secret in his palms. Even the one that happened in Biafra war, he has all the secrets in his palms. That's the reason why you see they are always afraid. They are always afraid to release him. Just like one man said, the man said that the reason why they have not released Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not because of he's an Igbo man, but because they have found out that this man is not only agitating for his family, but he's agitating for everyone. So probably, if they release him, he's going to divide this country. Because he has started giving Nigerians sense. This man, if you watch Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's podcast, you must have sense by fire by force. If you don't have sense, it's an eye opener. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has opened many people's eyes to understand what is going on in Nigeria. That our government are using us. They are like slaves in their hands. So he has opened many Nigerians' eyes, and that's the reason why you see the Nigerian government don't want to release him. They see him as an enemy because they know that if he's being released, it is over for them. All their evil deeds will be exposed. And not only that, all these Fulani terrorists, their hideout is going to be exposed. Yes, it's going to be exposed. I've seen many people that are saying that sometimes the Nigerian government are also associated with these Fulani terrorists. That's why you see anytime that they launch an attack in a particular community, it's so hard to catch one of them and say, okay, this person has been arrested, he's one of the Fulani terrorists, but we just caught this one. You can never hear. These people will launch an attack on a community and they will run away. The Nigerian army or police will not say they caught one particular one. And you'll be asking, so what is that job of the security people there? And that's, I've heard many people say that the Nigerian government are associated with them. That's why you see they carry out their activities and they go scot-free. And nobody bothers to ask what is going on, because nobody would, even if they bring up the case to the president, they will not say anything about it. They will only go and mourn with the people who lost their brothers and sisters. That is all they do. They'll just go and mourn. But I've not even asked, why is it that they don't catch one of them? At least if you catch one of them, the other one can be able to tell us the whereabouts of the other people. But these people who are launch an attack, you won't even see one person. They won't even catch one person. And it's really, really bad. So guys, I want you guys to just take a look at what these people have to say about UK government and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because people are saying that the UK government are also involved with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's kidnap and arrest. So guys, I want you guys to just listen to this interview, because these people actually gave us the raw truth. They dropped the bombshell here. You guys need to listen to this. Guys, take a look at this video and I'll be right back.
The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has accused the United Kingdom government of hypocrisy and colonial bias for supporting Morocco's autonomy plan for Western Sahara while ignoring Biafra's self-determination efforts. IPOB questioned why the UK deems Western Sahara's autonomy as viable while repressing Biafra's movement. IPOB traced the UK's hostility towards Biafra to the Nigerian Biafra war era, accusing the British government of complicity in mass civilian deaths. The group stated that Buhari's actions were driven by oil interest and a desire to preserve its colonial legacy. IPOB called on the UK to end its hypocritical double standards and recognize Biafra's right to self-determination. The group also urged the United Nations and African Union to investigate the UK's role in repressing the Biafran movement while promoting autonomy elsewhere. All right, today I'm delighted to be joined by two esteemed guests. Here in the studio we have Mr. Peter Nasike. Mr. Nasike is a philosopher, development economist, and best-selling author. He is also an erudite commentator on economy, finance, politics, and power. Great to have you join us.
Thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure. Of course, joining us virtually is Elder Lekia Christian. He is a public affairs analyst, social justice crusader, and president of the Niger Delta Coalition Against Violence. We understand that Elder Lekia is not here with us, but let's start out with Mr. Nosike, taking a look at this situation. Isn't the UK's endorsement of autonomy for Western Sahara while ignoring Biafra's claim a blatant case of geopolitical hypocrisy rooted in oil interests and colonial guilt?
Well, times differ.
Okay.
We cannot 60s and 20s are not the same thing. Right now, there's more enlightenment. That's more exposure. But the policy and programs of every country in the world, apart from Africa, is governed by interest. Understand me? It is governed by interest, not humanitarian. Because after the first military coup, which killed Agitation, Gowon has wanted his people to move out of the country. That is, Gowon and the North wanted that to separate from Nigeria on their own. So then, what they were shouting was Araba, meaning secession. They were already on their own to leave Nigeria and stay on their own. It was the British government that told them, now you have power. Don't run, stay and take authority. So it was the British government that gave the North, that's the courage that to stay in the country, because they were scared. Understand? Then, but Ojukwu on his own part, I can say, because he was a patriot. He has every reason to have won this war. Understand me? Because Russia was ready to come to the aid of Biafra. Understand? So all that Ojukwu would have done is just that to sign a 40-year, 50-year agreement with Russia. And Russia will fight on behalf of Biafra. But Ojukwu, I will use that was stubborn. Ojukwu was stubborn. Ojukwu said no to all the proposed, because their own interest was also oil, what they would gain. The same thing with Britain, what they would gain. Understand me? So Ojukwu refused, and they decided that to go that to war alone. Understand me? Now, Britain was able that to rally France and other Western powers for Nigeria. If just now between Nigerian soldiers and Biafran soldiers, there will have been no way Biafran soldiers will have defeated the Biafran army. So it was the British government that came to their aid with France and other Western powers. That was the only reason why Biafra was defeated. And it took them more than 3 years for them to do it. But if Ojukwu had signed an agreement with Russia, there would have been no way they would have defeated Biafra. Because Biafra was already refining crude oil on their own. They were already refining jet oil on their own. They were already building assault rifles and so on and so forth. Understand me? Biafra have their own radio developed internally. So it was Ojuku's patriotism, understand me, and again the sabotage of the help of the British government that made Biafra to be defeated. And still then, this war had not ended. Because in 1959, British government rigged our election, rigged our census in favor of the North. Until today, they are still supporting the northern part of the country. Reason, because they see the northern people as people that they can easily manipulate. British government see the northern part of the country as people that they can easily manipulate, that they can easily take advantage of. They saw the people in the south as very wise and courageous and so on and so forth. So their direct rule worked in the north because they have a kind of a central system of government where they respected their MAS. But in the south, especially in the southeast, they don't have a strong traditional institutions. That's why they have to appoint warrant chiefs in the southeast or in eastern Nigeria. So it is easy to rule somebody who has no mind of his own. You give him mind. That somebody who has a mind of his own. So easterners have mind of their own. It's not easy to control them. So that's why the North is favoring the British government is favoring the northern part of the country.
But with this recent call of IPOB, is it that they don't understand or have the information you have in terms of the rich history on how all of this have played out during the Civil War? Because if they are waiting for this same United Kingdom to recognize Biafra now, happen. Is it ever going to happen?
Because they are already struggling on their own.
Are you talking about Britain?
Britain is already struggling on their own, and that's why they moved out of EU. Understand me?
Brexit.
So in Europe, or the center is no more holding, and someone who is struggling.
So many people, you guys listening to what this man has to say here. Yes, the UK people are ignoring Biafra's self-determination. And if you look at what he was talking about here, if you guys listened so clearly to him, he said that the UK government do support the Northerners because they feel that the Northerners are so easy to manipulate. So they were able to manipulate them. Thereby, they had to just ignore Biafra's self-determination. They're so reluctant about it. In fact, from the look of things, I think UK is actually causing what is going on in Nigeria. They're also contributing to what is going on in Nigeria because these people have decided to support the Northerners. That those decided to support the Northerners. Thereby, ignoring Biafra. Even Biafra self-determination, they have ignored it. So many people have been saying that will UK also endorse Biafra because many people are expecting and hoping that the UK government endorse Biafra, that once the UK government endorse Biafra, that is over for Tinubu, that Tinubu doesn't even need to say anything and we will just get Biafra immediately. But the way things are going, even the UK we are saying that he should endorse their Biafra. These people, well, I don't even know if I would say they're against Biafra, because the way they're supporting the Northerners. We look at what that man said. He said that in 2023, the UK government even helped to reach election. This shows that they don't actually want the progress of Nigeria, thereby putting people that are not supposed to be in power, they'll be putting them there. So I don't think that the UK government actually wants a good thing for Nigeria, because if they wanted something good for Nigeria, they would have not ignored the self-determination of Biafrans, as well as also try to support Biafra, endorse Biafra. But they have not done that for so long now. Higher, they're only supporting the Northerners. They're supporting the Northerners. You can imagine what is going on. So that's what this man was actually trying to talk about in this video, where he was saying that because we've all found out that the UK government are also contributing to the reason why Biafra has not actually come to pass. They are contributing to the reason why Biafra has not been actualized in Nigeria. I don't even know why it's like that. I don't know why the UK government had decided to do this to the Biafrans, thereby giving all their whole support to the Northerners. It is very, very bad. You heard what that man said in the video. They are supporting the Northerners, the UK government. And not only that, even in 2023 election, they helped in rigging it. They say that they don't want anything good to come out of Nigeria. So I don't know if we should believe, because there have been this rumor, allegedly they have been saying that UK government is sponsoring this Boko Haram as well as this Fulani terrorists by giving them weapons. So if this man could say such a thing in this video, then you know that maybe it's possible that the UK government are also against Biafra, because you cannot try to reach elections in 2023 and also you're also supporting the Northerners. Like, it's just as if the UK government are not even in support of Biafra. Because many people have been saying that let them try to endorse Biafra, let them try to endorse Biafra, let UK government try to endorse Biafra. But with the look of things, I don't think these people want to really endorse Biafra. I'm telling you guys that a lot is really going on. You can hear what that man said. There are many people in Nigeria who they have charged for treason, but nothing of such is being done to them. Just like Asari the Kubo, Metu Alali, you guys know the Fulani leader, and Sunday Moha. These people have been charged with treason, but what has happened? These people are always going scot-free. Now there comes an innocent man who was not even caught with guns. Even when they went to investigation in his room, they said that the only thing that they saw in him was his microphone, his laptop, his iPad, and his broadcasting room. That was the only thing that was found within Nnamdi Kanu. Still, these people have the right to say that they charge him for terrorism when he didn't even commit any crime. Nnamdi Kanu is not a criminal. That's one thing they should know. The criminals are in the bush every day, disturbing people, buying a lot of people day by day in different states, in Plateau State, in Benue State, Borno State, in Taraba. They are there buying people day by day. So the real terrorists, even if they're looking for criminals, they're the ones in the bush who are terrorizing Nigeria as well as communities, leaving women to become widows. They should go and hold them responsible. Not holding an innocent, detaining an innocent man for 6 years now, and you're still saying that he's shot for terrorism. Even the judge self is tired, because the judge have been asking the prosecution team to bring evidence of where they said that okay, Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist. Where is it? They cannot even provide a full evidence. They cannot even provide a clear evidence. They cannot even defend what they came to the court to say, to force witness against Mazen. They cannot defend it. Imagine you bringing something now, bringing a false statement, and they tell you to defend this. The defense team asked you question in order to know if what you're really saying is true. You don't even know what to say again. All you're saying is that you don't know. They have been asking the DSS witnesses questions in the court. All they are offering to the court is they don't know, they don't know, they don't know. Is this how to do a witness against someone? This is a clear evidence to the judge. If only the judge is seeing what is going on, this is a clear evidence that what the DSS witnesses are saying against this man is not true. They are all lies. It's just lies to bring him down. These people they may have been paid by someone to come and force witness against him. Imagine the thing that is most shocking is that they are sending more witnesses against this man. The way he went to court during last month, May, they brought the first witnesses during the B&B cross examination. They brought during the cross examination, they brought many witnesses. I think then it was like 3. They kept on bringing witnesses to to come and do a first live visit to come and testify against him. But if you check all the witnesses that have come, we've not seen or heard a single person say that, okay, this is what Nnamdi Kanu is saying, this is what he did, and the judge will not say, okay, yes, he really did this. But everything that they have been coming out to say that Nnamdi Kanu did, it has all been a lie. Even the judge is confirming it. Even Nnamdi Kanu is confirming it. These people go as far as lying. This is where that they're trying to every possible means to bring him down. They have found out that this man is going to be the next Nelson Mandela. They've already read Nnamdi Kanu's history. They've already seen how bright it is going to be. This man is going to be the next Nelson Mandela. The effort that see, they're still trying to keep him in detention. There are a lot of people who are like Nnamdi Kanu, like Ibrahim Taero. You guys know this Burkina Faso president. God will continue to bless that man. You see, there's some people that do you know how many times I've tried to buy Ibrahim Traore, that's this Burkina Faso president? Do you know how many times that I've tried to buy that man? Because they've seen his capability. They've seen that, oh, this man is only speaking the truth. So that's why they tried to buy Ibrahim Traore, but it did not work. So when I'm telling you that there are so many people like Nnamdi Kanu, like Ibrahim Traore, like many people who are agitating for Africa, who are always standing on the truth. I have never seen a president like Burkina Faso president. That man is always standing by the truth. And they have found out that, oh, this man is like Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, therefore, let us look for how to buy him. But all to no avail, they couldn't do him anything. You see, anyone that stands by the truth there, God is always for that person. God is always standing on for that person. Because I know what these people have need Nnamdi Kanu to suffer in detention. These people go as far as not if denying him water. They go as far as putting him under pressure. They go as far as denying him his lawyer and medical health services. Is there not a clear evidence that they want to buy him? Someone that they denied medical health services when you know that this man is in continuous detention. Oh, he's not going anywhere, and you guys are still denying medical health services because you guys are looking for how to buy him. Well, it's not going to work. The DSS witnesses really tortured this man, Nnamdi Kanu. And many people have been saying that you see this someone like Nnamdi Kanu, you cannot put a price on his head. This is a man that has decided to give up everything to make sure that Nigeria is free. A man that doesn't care about what is going on. He doesn't even care. Like he told Dele, I don't care about my life. You see, a man like this is so hard to find in Nigeria. He said, I don't care about my life. This man has family. He has a wife. He has children. He has kept all those things aside to make sure that Igbos get their freedom, to make sure that Nigeria is better again. But you know, there are many people who may have been in that particular position that Nnamdi Kanu is, that may have dropped out immediately, just like many people who are giving instance with Sunday Igboho, the way Sunday Igboho was dropped out. Like, I won't even say drop out, let me say allegedly, because many people have been saying it. So this is actually allegedly. They are saying that Sunday Igboho has actually backslided in the fight for Yoruba nation. Yes, he has actually backslided for the fight in Yoruba nation, because the way, you know, he's no longer agitating for the freedom of Nde Yoruba again, for the freedom of Yoruba people again. He's no longer agitating. I mean, people there wondering how much have they given him in order to backslide? Because you know, you can never, someone like Nnamdi Kanu can never backslide. He has told you guys that even if he comes out today, he will keep on still talking about it. And we all know that once he's out, Biafra is already, we've already gotten Biafra. Once this man is being released, even Nigerian government, they know about it. This evil government, they know that once this man releases, Biafra that is next. That's the end of Nigeria. We've gotten Biafra, and that's the end of Nigeria. They know. That's why you see they're still keeping him in detention. They know that this man is carrying power. His release alone is going to be joyous. Yes, Nnamdi Kanu's release is going to be joyous. So they have already actually stated this thing. You know, the way they're taking him now, and let me just say the way Nigerian government are taking Nnamdi Kanu, to be honest. Guys, just stay with me throughout this video. One thing that the Nigerian government have found out, that he's like Nelson Mandela. You guys know the story of Nelson Mandela. The way he was fighting for the freedom of South Africa. After everything, they imprisoned him. And making he came out, he became the president of South Africa. So that is exactly what is happening. That is what they want to do to Nnamdi Kanu. That people don't just understand. That is what they have found out about Nnamdi Kanu. They just see him. They are seeing him like Ibrahim Traore and Nelson Mandela. So they know that once he's being released, all these things we are calling one Nigeria is going to come to an end because Biafra will take place. If this man step out from DSS witness today, Biafra has started, whether they like it or not. So that's the reason why you see they still keep him in consideration, and people are like saying that Nigerian govt people are talking about Nnamdi Kanu's funeral because they know that it's going to be a joyous thing. The day this man will be out is going to be a big shame to the Nigerian government. They will be so ashamed of themselves, and by that time we'll start knowing all the whole evil deeds they have been doing behind Nnamdi Kanu since he has been in the election. We'll start knowing the evil he has been doing. Seriously, the kind of things happening in this country, if they tell you that there's no war, that anybody that says there's no war, that person is a liar. So guys, I want us to take a little reaction from what people are saying about Nnamdi Kanu's trial, and I'll be right back.
Nnamdi Kanu has not done anything that other people from other zones have not done. We know about Sunday Igboho of the Yoruba Nation agitator. We know of the Boko Haram people that say they want a different country where Western education is an abomination. These people have been released. Not just that they have been released. In the case of Boko Haram, they've been re-assimilated to the society, given plum jobs, even in our military. They've been given money and been resuscitated, reconciled, and rehabilitated. Why is Nnamdi Kanu's case different? There is an ethnic and some unnecessary bias that is keeping that man in jail. The government should be wise enough to release this man. You can use the Julian Assange option. If you don't want to say you are losing face, you can release him conditionally. You can release him unconditionally. As a lawyer, I've watched the legal issues very clearly. And I saw that even in the courts, from the High Court to the Supreme Court, there are discordant tones amongst them. Even in the issue of bail, some of the tier of the courts are granted him bail. Even in the issue of the charges, some tier of the court had quashed all the charges. So you can see that the government has a lot of places it can stand to release the young man and bring peace to the southeast. He is now more like a political prisoner. I tell you something, the longer Nnamdi Kanu is in prison, the taller he becomes. And the shorter the government becomes. They should take the intelligent way out of this and release him like they did to other people. Rehabilitate him and reconcile him as they are reconciling Southeast completely to the nation.
First things first, I've been saying to people, whether anybody likes it or not, that nobody can stop Biafra. No human being can stop Biafra. No human being can stop the sun from shining, whether you like it or not. No, it's not. See, Biafra is a spirit. I'm a Yoruba man. I have the spirit of Oduduwa in me. If you kill me, you cannot kill my spirit. Nobody. So Biafra is a spirit that no human being can conquer. You can't conquer it. Every Igbo man, whether you like it or not, you're a Biafra. Me personally. Forget politics. People are not playing politics. No. It's not about politics. It's about the fact. Every man that was born in the East, they have this Biafra spirit in them. I have the Lua spirit in me. Other people have the Arewa spirit in them. Do you understand? Okay, let me give an example. After the Civil War, you bomb them, you destroy their properties. Then we saw children in videos with kwashoko, big bellies, begging. We saw these videos. Then what did God do for them? God made sure that today they are everywhere, they are where they are, because of that Biafra spirit in them, which no human being can conquer. It's a fact. You know, some people that are so afraid they are not a Biafra. You are a Biafra man. If you are an Igbo man, you are a Biafra man. Peter Obi is an Igbo man, is a Biafra man. For example, our president Bola Ahmed Tinubu said, Yoruba man, he said, "Oh, man, you can see, I am first an Egba person. then a Yoruba person, then before I'm a Nigerian. So an Igbo man first is a Biafran, then before he's a Nigerian. That's who he is. You can't deceive yourself. You can be deceiving yourself every time, but the truth will catch up with you one day. I said to people, I said, even if you kill all the Igbo people and remaining one little child, that child is Biafra. That's why it cannot be defeated. They are everywhere now. Are they not everywhere? Where do you go that you won't see them? In shops, in marketplaces, all over the world. They're everywhere. So you can't defeat them. So Nnamdi Kanu will only embolden them. Terrorist sponsors are not in detention in Nigeria. People, for example, even Sunday ago, the Obama that said he wanted to do it is free. Then why is Nnamdi Kanu in detention? Do you know what I'm saying? Now listen to me. When Nnamdi Kanu appeared in court, did you watch the court proceedings? When he appeared in court and he was speaking boldly. So my best friend is an Igbo person. He called me and said, I've watched the video. I said, what did you see from the video? He said, no, he just saw Nnamdi Kanu speaking. I said, you don't understand spiritual matters. The spirit of Dimodume Gojuku was speaking in Nnamdi Kanu that court proceeding. He was very bold. He was telling you, because you cannot try me in this court. It is the spirit of a man that makes a man, not the body. The body can die, but the spirit cannot die. Okay, after the civil war, why is Biafra still on people's lips today? It's not supposed to die because the spirit refused to die. That's what they don't know. The spirit refused. The body can die. The body is human flesh.
So it's from generation to generation.
No, but yes, now. So whether you like it or not, whether you try to deceive yourself or not, it cannot go. Especially the way you are marginalizing them.
Yes.
You understand? Let me give an example. In education, in journalism, in law, Yoruba people, they are majorly there. That's why you see the NUG and everything, they are in Lagos, in Yoruba land. In military, majorly people that are in military majorly are the northern people. It's a fact. That's why you see military headquarters is in Kaduna State. In Nigeria, we talk about business, importers. They are majorly the Igbo people. But where is the seaport in Igbo land? That is the question. There's no seaport there, and it is deliberate. Or this thing is not deliberate. It's deliberate now. So until you make sure that if there's justice, fairness, and equity in Nigeria, then all of us will be able to move forward. But if we keep deceiving ourselves, one Nigeria, this one is better than Nigeria, you are just, you cannot beat a child and ask the child not to cry. You know the truth. One Nigeria, don't see anything. It's just it's one Nigeria that looks like a Fulani country. One Nigeria that favors people and does not favor the other people. You understand? Give Igbo men seaports, Lagos will be depopulated. Give them seaports in their place. They have their place for seaports. And the people will say the Igbo land is landlocked. That's a big lie. The Igbo land is never landlocked. They have sea. Then you can give them seaports so that they can start importing something from their own place. Not that everything will be now contained in Lagos. You know what I'm saying? So these people God has blessed them in business. Because I told people, I said, after the civil war, I said, if assuming see, naturally in Nigeria, the poorest people in Nigeria are supposed to be the Igbo people. It's a fact. Because you give some of them 20 pounds, properties have been destroyed, they have nowhere to go. But God bless them, and from their leaders, especially from I know Anambra very well. That's why today in West Africa, the amount of billionaires that come from Anambra State cannot compare to anywhere. It's a fact. Go and Google it. In West Africa, Anambra have the highest number of billionaires. They are good in business. What did they do? You serve your guy many years, then after like 6 years, it gives you the shop, then you go again. That one that then that gives shop today too, another person come and serve him. That's how they were able to remove themselves small by small out of poverty. Assuming they behave like this outside people, that they were giving people food and be begging, today they'll be the poorest because they fought a civil war. That's what ordinarily all these beggars that you see here and also naturally be the Igbo people is a fact, but they are not because their leaders are able to think and take them out of poverty the way they can. but the government seems to be against them. I mean the federal government. Give everybody, if you give a Hausa man the same opportunity, Yoruba man the same opportunity, give Igbo people the same opportunity, Nigeria will be better than this. But because no, okay, this is your tripod, and I'll be saying it. Nigeria is like a tripod. These three things, if you remove one out of it, two cannot make it stand. You deliberately remove the people from them. You now give only Hausa and Yoruba. It's not no. It's not. I mean, it's not good. It's not balanced. It's not God bless. It's not balanced. It was the day one man there was very happy. Yoruba man. He said, Igbo Nigeria president. Igbo will never become president after Yoruba and Hausa. After Hausa Yoruba. I said, I want to ask you a question. This useless Yoruba and Hausa and power, what have you benefited from it? Yeah, he said, no, not. I said, then Thunder will fire you. You know that you're not benefiting, but you can't even say the truth, you're not benefiting anything from them. You are a Christian, you have the mind of God to tell people that no, this is right, this is not right. We cannot say we are one country and we are against a particular people. No president, to become president is wahala. Let me give you an example. In Nigeria, go and check it, every unitary school. If a Yoruba man want to, a Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo man want to write an exam, it's a fact. Unitary school, Yoruba man will get, they must have like 200 marks to be admitted. Igbo man like 200 marks to be admitted. Hausa man like 50 marks. I'm telling you, it's a fact. In unitary school in Nigeria, all of them. Now, if after somebody 200 marks, another 200 marks, another 50 marks, they now go to school. If there's now a job in federal civil service, in NNPC, in CBN and all those things, the first person to be employed will be that person that have 50 marks. I say the country should go forward. Stop deceiving yourself. Oh, let us pray for Nigeria. You cannot pray for a goat and the goat will now become a cow. Pray for Nigeria. You have been praying for Nigeria for so many years. And it's not working because there is no justice, equity, and fairness. Until there is justice, equity, and fairness, then the country can thrive and move forward. And people will see that, oh, Nigeria is working. But for now, there's no justice, equity, and fairness. People are just deceiving themselves. You understand? There's no justice, there's no equity, there's no fairness. People are just deceiving themselves. I don't deceive myself. I'm a kind of person, I tell myself the truth. My father used to tell me, if somebody is deceiving you, it's better. But you don't deceive yourself. You don't deceive yourself. Nigeria cannot work like this, where you are sidelining a major tribe and you make sure that they don't get to power, and by putting incompetent people in power. In 2015, and I told people, and this election, if you make.
So, guys, you guys heard what this young man said here. One thing that is killing Nigerians is ethnic bias. They try to sideline a particular tribe, and those who want it, they are not aware. They're not aware that this thing they're doing is causing problem in Nigeria, thereby trying to sideline a particular tribe. That's what they're not really sure of. Just like everything Nnamdi Kanu have been telling us in his broadcast about Nigeria, we never listened to him, but all those things he said is not coming to pass, and we're not seeing it. Just like we're in dream. It's just like we are dreaming, because all those things he said, it's not coming to pass. We are not seeing it we're not seeing every day. All those things he said is not coming to pass. That all those things are not happening every day in the society. So you see, when this man was talking, they were like, who is this Igbo man who is saying rubbish? Who is he? Who is he? Now, all those things he said has come to pass, and we're seeing it day by day. We're still experiencing all those things, and it is even worse in the northern side, because those ones really don't even send Nnamdi Kanu. In fact, they say that the northerners wants to still carry power again come 2025. They don't want to still carry power. Now, it's not just about who's going to carry power. It's about who's going to rule us well in Nigeria, who's going to give us that revolution we need. Like, the one thing I like about the Igbo people is that anybody who's coming there to rule, to take the presidential seat, is okay by them. But all they want is that they should not sideline them. They should always put them involved in anything going on in the country. They don't even care whoever is the president of that. But you see, the Northerners, they really care about that. They want to make sure that the person who's there is a Northern person like them. But they have failed to understand that even if the person you're putting there as the president is another person, what happens to other people? Are you going to follow him every day and be telling people that, what happens to other people? So guys, that's all we have for today. Let me know your thoughts below, and also if you're new to this channel, Please don't forget to click the subscribe button, like and share, and also don't forget to turn on the notification button to be getting all the latest news in this channel. Like I told you guys that Nnamdi Kanu will soon be in court on the 13th of June. So very soon he will soon be in court, and I'm going to be giving you guys full updates of when Nnamdi Kanu is going to be arriving court on 13th of June, because we must get justice. Nnamdi Kanu must be released. That is what everybody is praying for, the freedom. If you guys are following my channel, I showed you guys where these women we are seeing carrying placards, protesting and praying for the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu. And we all know that Chukwu Okike Obiama is going to hear their cries as we all wait for a joyous victory. Victory that Nnamdi Kanu is released. The day Nnamdi Kanu is going to be released, that's the day that Biafra has started in Nigeria, and the Igbo people are going to be liberated, and the Igbo people are going to be liberated again any day that Nnamdi Kanu is going to be released. That's one thing you guys should understand. Once the man steps out, Biafra will come to pass. Anyway, guys, that's all we have for today. Let me know your thought below. And also, if you know you're new to this channel, please don't forget to click the subscribe button, like, and share. Turn on the notification button to be getting all the latest news in this channel. So, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in my next live section.